Sezer is from Turkey. She went to Germany for the ESC project in 2020. We talk with her about her ESC experiences.
My name is İrem. I'm 27 years old and I live in Istanbul currently. I graduated from English Linguistic Department from Hacettepe University. First, I was looking for an opportunity to go abroad, like maybe all of us. Then I was looking for first, how can I say, like European project, like normal project. Then I decided to go for Erasmus, but then I decided no, like I don't want to spend my time studying. I wanted to do something for people, and like then I decided to do that. But first of all, it wasn't easy because you know that this kind of Erasmus Plus projects are not so popular. So everybody just say, go Erasmus and study there. Then I found it, but it wasn't easily. It was online application, and actually normally it's from website you can apply right now, but I was looking also Facebook and Instagram posts as well. So I found a post from Facebook actually. Then I sent to email and I checked from European Solidarity Corps website. Then it was just a Zoom meeting. Then it was a lot of paperwork, a lot of process as well, because I had to stay more because, you know, you couldn't come back and it was urgent situation there. We stopped the projects there. So we decided to stay at home and like kind of Zoom online projects. Then there was the urgent flight to come back to Turkey, and I was on that flight. You know, all you know about this quarantine times when you come back for that time. I was stayed there for actually it was longer than my project time. I stayed 4 months more. The project was about just writing Erasmus Plus projects and, you know, youth exchange. We call it youth exchange. And we made a lot of projects with children, with refugees, with people with disabilities, like kind of things. And I'm also thinking right now, maybe I could do something more, but it was amazing project for me because I didn't know, first of all, what have been true, but when you face someone with disabilities or like with refugees, you go into situation like that, you need to understand, and you're in another country and like Germany, because German process is somehow different than Turkey's situation about refugees or disability people. So I faced that situation, but it was amazing. First of all, you're in another country and you are doing something really you feel good, and it was amazing there. Yes, actually one that I can remember because it was about bicycle riding, and you're a volunteer. You know, you don't need to do something you forced to, and you're just volunteering. You don't work there. You don't need to do something, you know, forcefully. I needed to ride a bike, but because you're in Germany and all European people used to ride a bike from childhood, and it was for my term, like I go somewhere, I ride bike for 10 kilometers, then I'm tired, I can come home. But it was more than 300 kilometers long, day by day. And per day, you need to ride 50 kilometers at least. And you were with the group. And because of my, you know, volunteer, I was the coordinator of the group. But it was challenging for me. I was at the end. And sometimes I talk with my coordinator, like, I cannot do that, I cannot do that. And then it changed. Like, I was just, somebody from the project. I was not the coordinator one. I was at the end, like backside and following them. But at least I was, coordinating from backside. When I think about challenging stuff, it's something like that. You're volunteering sometimes, but maybe it's about, you didn't do before, or you didn't get used to before. It can be challenging sometimes. I can say that it was difficult in the first beginning, but I was lucky because I was with 3 Turkish women at the same house. So I haven't been any like different countries. I was with Turkish people all the time in my house, and then it wasn't a challenge after some time, because you got to, like, okay, when you go somewhere, in terms of you didn't know the language, it was challenging at the beginning, because I was in Germany and I had no information about German, like first 1 month or something like that. You don't know where to go, you don't know which way you need to take. And then you're learning, and learning after some time, it can be really fun, because you're trying yourself very hard. And after that, no, I cannot say that any challenging with people or with the place. Yes, as I said before, I was in an amazing project, because it was all about culture, life. The European Council promoted actually, and I was in that situation all the time. So I can tell one project that I have been, and it was amazing project, I guess. We were in Italy with refugee project. I was there as a German participant, and with all mates. There was Turkey, like we were Germany. There were Turkey, Italy, Greece, and Spain together. And me, as a volunteer there, but I was kind of, Turkish German participant there. I had a friend which went, which his family went through the 60s, like a second wave, and there was a lot of people with refugee backgrounds, and we talked about, like, also Germany and Greece together, all the refugee background countries. We talk about refugee stuff, but at the end of the project, there was one day like talking about your family, your background, where did you come from? And at the end of the project, all Germany, Turkish, Spain, and Italy was refugee from their families or relatives. I knew some people from Greece that had background to Izmir or like Aegean side of the Turkey. And at the end of the okay, we needed to talk about refugee stuff, but at the end we learned that all of us were refugee at somehow, and it was an amazing feeling, because then you felt that you're all together. And yeah, that kind of feelings, yeah, it was amazing. It's challenging question, because I lived in Potsdam, which is 30 minutes away from Berlin. So all the time I was in Berlin, I can say that. But with the projects, I traveled a lot. So I can suggest, first of all, Berlin in Germany. You gotta go there and like live that moment there, because everybody says that Kreuzberg is not good, but Kreuzberg is the heart of the city. And you can travel to Potsdam, but also I can suggest Bremen. Like, when I've been there, I felt amazing, because it has amazing culture, and amazing places to go, and also, you know, historical ones and things like that. Yeah, I can say that Bremen, Berlin, and Potsdam. Please go to Potsdam because it's a small city, but I can say that it's most historical ones in Germany, because in the war times, Potsdam was the heart of the war. And PS, when you go to Germany, you're learning a lot of from history because of the war, and because of the also German people likes to talk about politics and history all the time. But when you go there, like a lot of places you visit, or even when you're walking, you can see the maybe remains of the wall or something like that. And I can say that even if everywhere in Germany, it's kind of history you can visit. I need to think and then talk about it. Yeah, I can say that in that when I talk with Italy project, the refugee backgrounds, and also I cannot forget that moment that we all knew that we are refugee in that time. So there was another person talking about, she was from Sweden, and she was also a refugee in Sweden, and she said that, I cannot forget this sentence. She said that we are all refugee in the universe, I guess. So that project and that sentence I cannot forget. It's unforgettable for me. It is kind of, you know, my time right now. When I first, you know, applied for the project, I even didn't know also the European Council paid everything. So flight, accommodation, travels, everything is free, first of all. And you can go to your language course, which is incredible because you're learning new language, new culture, everything and so on. But also I can recommend that look at the projects, like what kind of things they are doing, because sometimes some of the projects are just, you know, about, you know, kindergarten or learning, or, you know, it's kind of not working, but it's so stop, you know, not so much challenging. Try something with challenging, then you can find out that it's more fun. And when you have that kind of challenging, like for me it was traveling a lot. I mean, really a lot. I was traveling one country, then the other day I was traveling another country without a sleep sometimes. And so many times I slept in the airports. I learned that how to sleep. But try something challenging. Don't push yourself, I can say that. And at the end, you will gain a lot of cultural things, a lot of memories, and yeah, also learn the language. And also for me, I can give my little bit personal information at the end. I was English linguist from Hacettepe. So first, when I was applying, I said that, okay, 10 projects I can apply, and then they will approve me. But it ended with I applied for nearly 70 projects. Then one project applied me. So it's a long way. And also I was, you know, coordinating this ESC projects at the end with my volunteering times. A lot of Turkish people are applying. So be creative, but don't stop. Just apply good projects, but it's a lot of process, you know. It's not like 10 projects you're applying and one that can apply you. It's not that way. Sometimes it can be challenging, but don't stop yourself. I can say that.